Shiva, the 141st IOC session is coming to India. It's after 40 years that this session is being held in India. How important do you see this session for India and for the Indian Olympic movement?
Well, I think this is a very important moment for Olympic sports in India. I think it symbolizes a turning point in our sporting history because for the first time in 50 years, the sporting leaders from all over the world are coming to India at a time when we've just had our best ever show at the Asian Games. At a time in which so much is going on in sports to promote sports from the government, at a time that we've had sweeping changes in our sports administration in the country, and also we are bidding for the Olympic Games. Not to speak of the cherry on the cake, which is the inclusion of cricket. So many things are coming together over here, and of course, thanks to Mrs. Ambani's leadership and representation of India at the IOC. We are able to have a voice at that forum. And I think this is just the first step. It is a step to have more Indians take up important positions in international organizations, start our, soft diplomacy and grow our prestige as a country in the world. So this is the time when this journey starts. So I'm really excited about it.
You talked about India wanting to host the Olympics by 2036. But obviously, many would say that we're still a far way to go to be able to host a game of that magnitude. The last time we held a big games was the 2010 Commonwealth Games, and we did face a lot of issues during that. What changes do you see in India to be able to host the Olympic Games, and what more do you think we need to do to be ready?
Well, I think first of all, I mean it's a process, right? Hosting, we are the only major economy of the world who hasn't hosted the Olympic Games yet. So why not, right? We should be there. Why aren't we able to do it so far, or where we want to be is a roadmap that we need to prepare with all the stakeholders of sport put together. The IOC is here, and I think the interest from the IOC is that this is a country that represents 1/6 of the world's population. We're a young population. This is the future of sport. We're called the sleeping giant of sport, right? What really needs to be done right now still, we need to solidify, the process that was started in our sports administration, because that is, I feel in my experience as an athlete, that is the key, so that, the good policies that are being put up by our government, by our leadership, they need to be implemented, and they need to reach people on the ground. So I think in terms of, I think we are very much capable of building, sports infrastructure, and sports is also indicative of the development of a nation. In the Sustainable Development Goals, it features prominently for the UN. So this is something that's going to help us reach there.